speaking about how these Edomites, they set a trap for themselves. The Most High is playing chess with them and setting them up to destroy themselves. Okay? Because Esau's blessing was the sword, right? And that encompasses every weapon of war. Alright? That includes the nuclear missile. He gave him that power and that understanding to split the atom and to create that nuclear weapon. But he thought in his mind that nuclear weapon was going to be to bully these different nations in order to steal their natural resources and make them do what he wants. But it's backfiring because these different nations are getting that nuclear power. Okay? So now it's becoming a threat to him. Alright? It's becoming a threat to him now. So let me get Psalm 7. Okay, this is Psalm 7, verse 11. The Most High judges the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready, which is talking about what? The nuclear missiles in those silos, those nuclear silos. That's what it's talking about. All right? When it speaks about arrows and bows, a lot of times it's talking about the nuclear missiles, man, the parabolic type. All right? He had also prepared for him the instruments of death, which are the nuclear missiles. All right? He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. All right, and that's all these Edomites do, is bring forth falsehood. All right. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch. I got money. That's what the Most High did. You see all these monkeys like this, man. These monkeys are gonna be destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? Little buffoons, man. Jumping up in the folly is set at great dignity in this kingdom, man. Right? Which he might be a Jake, but he probably is a Jake. He's like a Latin tribe, but he's a bugged out case, man. These people are gonna be destroyed, man. All right. But anyways, like I said, right? The Most High put him in the okie doke, man. Put these Edomites in the okie doke for them to create those nuclear missiles, because he's gonna fall into the ditch which he made, man. He made that to threaten these different nations, but these nations are using that to threaten his ass, man. Little nations like Iran and North Korea are threatening him. And if he touches them, guess what? Big brother Russia is coming to defend him. So listen, man, the Most High set this up perfectly, man. Right? These Edomites think that they got away with it, that they're just gonna be able to threaten these different nations forever. But the Most High is putting a stop to that, man. He gave them that nuclear power to fulfill His will, man. And those nations are gonna be the ones to shoot the missile, along with Russia, along with China, onto America, man. And they're gonna destroy that land completely, because that's Babylon the Great. That's the whore that sitteth upon the beast, man. All right. All right. And like I said before, man, all these things that we say are gonna come to pass, man. Whether these people believe it or not, man. It's coming to the point now where things are gonna start speeding up in the spirit, man. All right. Things are gonna start happening a lot more, man. A lot of crazy things where people are not gonna be able to explain it. It's not gonna be able to be explained by regular old science. Oh, we know what it is. It's because this and that. No, it's not gonna be able to be explained. People are gonna have to come to the realization that it's a higher power that's gonna be doing these things. Okay? That's the time that we're coming into, man. And the Most High hasn't even scratched the surface yet, man. All right? They haven't seen Leviathan yet. These wild beasts ain't let loose. The famine ain't here yet. These people have not seen anything yet, man. And guess what? Lord willing, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua puts a spirit on us brothers to stay out there and push this word up, man. All right? So that we can be delivered, man. So that we don't have to face that terrible time and be desolate, man. Okay? Because when we're in that time, man, there's going to be a time when we're out there and these people are going to see the glory of the Lord upon us, man. They're going to see, listen, man, these guys are protected. They're going to know these guys are special. These guys are protected. All right? Matter of fact, where's that in the scriptures? In the place where it said, "Ye are not my people." That's in Hosea as well.
Parce que l'avantage que tu as maintenant en allant en France, c'est que tu as des taxes. Non, pas l'aéroport. Ouais, demande à l'aéroport.
Okay, this is it. This is Hosea 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people," all right, which is this place that we're in, man. All right, all these different places that we're in. That's where it was said, "Ye are not my people." All right, because they still believe in that false narrative that those Jewish people, those Israelis, are actually the Israelites, which they're not. Okay, they're just imposters. Those are really Edomites. All right, and it shall come to pass that that in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people," there it shall be said unto them, "Ye are the people, the sons of the living power." And that's what they're going to say to us, man, because it's going to be evident. It's going to be there's going to be a point where they can't deny it. All right, and that's not talking about in the kingdom, because it says in the land where they said, "Ye are not my people." So America, which that's going to be said in the kingdom too, of course. But this right here is not talking about when the kingdom. It's talking about before the kingdom, man. All right, because it said in the land where it was said unto us, "Ye are not my people," which is what, America. Which America's not going to be around when the kingdom is here, man. When the kingdom is here, America's going to be burnt up. It's going to be a desert already. All right. So we know that's talking about in the coming times to come, because they're going to see that glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shining upon us. All right. They're going to see that no trouble is going to be upon us, man. All right, they're going to be wondering, like, what was that thing that they were talking about? What's his name again? Okay, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're going to be trying to say it, man. Okay, but guess what? It's going to be too late. When the time when the doors of mercy are closed, man, that's it for them, man. These people, I'm talking about the Israelites, man, because these heathens, these Edomites, these Moabites, Ishmaelites, they don't have any hope anyway, man. But the Israelites, all right, our people, they have hope. They have a chance and an opening to repentance. So if they don't take that opportunity now, when the time comes and that destruction comes, right, then listen, man, it's gonna be too late. Let me get Second Ezra, man. Actually, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Because right now you have these gremlins, like, you know, more like this wildebeest cherry love, and who else, man? You know, vocab Malone, which he's an Edomite anyway, so we're not concerned with him. But you have that other clown with the dreads that was with them, and other people like them, man. All right, so they come up, they speak against the prophet, say, "Oh, this can't be of God, this and that." But they're gonna find out that we actually are well, Lord willing, we continue in this. The ones of us who continue, Lord willing, I be of that number. They're gonna find out that us who are preaching this doctrine, all right, are the sons of the living power. We are the ones that the Most High is dealing with. Okay. And also these other nations are going to realize who the children of the Most High is. The children of the Most High is really the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And they're going to realize that, okay? With the head tribe being the Negro, so to speak, the so-called African American, right? They catch the most, how do you say that? They despise them the most, right? They despise them the most. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him. Alright, so that's what we're doing. We're out here standing in great boldness in the face of such that have afflicted us, man. Right? Speaking about who? The Edomites. Alright? We're cursing them out, telling them their judgment, telling them they're going into slavery. Alright? Telling them that they're going to have to pay for what their forefathers did and what they're continuing to do now. Alright? and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, right, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach, man. So guess what? These other nations are going to say that. I say, oh, these are the ones who we call niggers, or we call this and that, whatever, right? These other nations are going to say that, because anywhere you go around the world, the so-called black man is looked down upon, man. Anywhere around the world, okay? So-called black people are looked down upon. Why? Because the so-called white man is running the planet, and his media runs the planet. All right. So all they know is the things they see on TV. That's all they're familiar with. Okay. So when they find out that we're the sons of the living power, we're the sons of God, it's going to be a shocker to the rest of the world. Okay. That's going to be the shocker to the rest of these nations. All right. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. But that's also twofold, because that's also going into Israelites who are not, who do not adhere to the doctrine, right? Who are slandering the doctrine. Okay, we're saying we're this, we're that, like Cherry Love, like